Oh, looks like we're gonna be fighting our way up. Hey, let's use the Zora Spear. Didn't the Zora Spear say it did, like, more damage earlier?
Maybe.
Wonder what the deal is.
You know what? Sometimes I like having full dishes, but sometimes I just like having dumplings.
Yeah, I would absolutely 100% go to, like, a dumpling buffet. Dude, it'd be great.
What? Just dumplings?
Yeah. It'd be great.
Different types of fillings and such. What's that?
There's like a weird
torches.
bokoblin, like,
Ledge outpost.
yeah. I'm confused by it. We should probably summon Buddy Boy. If we're going to be fighting out here. Let's do that.
But yeah. Do you know what was really funny? When I was a kid, my parents liked going to this one Chinese restaurant nearby, and it isn't open anymore because it changed hands and then things went bad, etc. And there was competition from another place that had better prices and much better quality food. But I remember that as a kid, we would just get a lot of wonton soup, and then my parents would have full dishes, and my brother would have his, you know, fried rice, this and that. But I remember that I just loved dumplings so much, I would get that as my meal. And also, I mean, just getting a batch of dumplings is cheap. So as a kid, I was just like, yes, dumplings. And guess what? The dumplings would always be, oh, I forget if it was 6 or 8. But I would never be able to eat 2 of them. And I mean, it would be nice to microwave them at home later. But I remember it took until my tweens or something to finally eat an entire plate of dumplings. And I was so proud of myself. Now that I think about it though, I could probably eat just as many. And it wouldn't even make a dent. I mean, maybe it definitely would. But I'd like to have them alongside a full meal.
Let's see. Lizal Shield, a common shield found amongst the Lizalfos. Made of metal, but its sloppy craftsmanship offers poor durability. Red Lizalfos tail. The severed tail of a fire breath Lizalfos. Its flavor makes the flesh inedible, but toss it in a stew with some critters and you'll have yourself a nice elixir.
Yeah, I think the dumplings that we like most are like the pork and leek variety. But the odd thing is,
They haven't noticed me.
Our favorite dumplings are actually supposed to be steam buns, but they have a thicker noodle wrapping, so I don't know. You always have to have me fry them in a pan.
Let's see. A wooden bow created by Lizalfos. It's reinforced by the bones of a large fish. A marked improvement over any standard wooden bow. And we actually kind of desperately need new bows here. Because I stored our good ones. Ah! Speaking of, I actually need a weapon here. Let's see. Let's go Soldier's Broadsword. Okay.
Crab ragoons are fun too, but they're hit and miss.
Moblin Spear. This wooden spear is most often used by moblins. It's made from hastily whittled trees, so stabbing power and durability are both pretty low. Thank you for all of your arrow contributions.
Now,
very appreciated.
Those guys have the worst World of Warcraft slouch that I've ever seen.
What? I mean, they're like lizard people. They often go around on all fours.
I suppose so.
So it doesn't, I don't know, doesn't feel too odd to me.
What I've liked about The Legend of Zelda is that for the races that do have male and female genders, they, oh, what am I saying? I was just thinking about how they don't look completely dichotomous or bizarre. Oh, what's the term for it? You know how a lot of fantasy races, the males are all bestial and
the women are kind of like light and pretty.
Look like female humans with maybe different skin colorations.
Yeah, that always weirds me out just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. So I was just thinking about how Legend of Zelda does it nicely. I mean, so far the Zora, we've seen male and female examples, and they look like a cohesive species, or race. But I was thinking back to the old games, and you remember King Zora, right? How he looked like a big
he was a little funkalicious
or something, and it just didn't match the Zora people
sexual
at all.
dimorphism. That's the one you're looking for.
Dimorphism. Okay.
Okay.
Dimorphism, that's what I meant.
Reinforced Lizal shield. This Lizal shield has been strengthened by adding a different type of metal to the mix. The edge is lined with spikes, so handle with care.
Yeah, so it really irked me that also female Zoras, at least of the royal variety in the old games, they had, instead of the long, like, sort of tendril tail that most Zoras had, they also had some sort of, like, weird bulbous shape crest, and then extra set of eyes on the end.
Lizal forked boomerang. Blue
sorry.
Lizalfos in particular like this weapon. It has one more blade than the Lizal boomerang to give it an additional cutting power, and it still returns when thrown. Oh, I did kill him. Hey! I was actually not expecting that I'd kill him there. This is kind of a fun tower to get up to. It's just assault on Lizalfos Tower. Let's see, do we have anybody else here to stop me?
Lake Tower.
Looks like we got it.
Now the question is, was this tower always so short, or was it just buried?
I lost this one. They're always buried.
What are the most dimorphic races that you've seen in video games?
Interesting question. I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I know that when people have attempted to do werewolves, they always end up a little peculiar. Like, I really liked the original appearance, the alpha versions of the male and female Worgen. But then they changed the female's whole facial structure. I think people dub them chihuahuas now, as opposed to wolves.
Let's see. The severed tail of the Lizalfos, it continues to wriggle even after being separated from its body. That kind of vitality makes it highly valued as an ingredient in elixirs. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, dimorphism and things, but I'm kind of blanking on it. It's not something that I generally look for. Shoot. There was one where, like, the dudes were just outright straight up, like, crazy bestial. Just a soldier spear.
I've seen that amongst, like, catmen or
Yeah.
catwomen.
Yeah.
Other interesting ones. I mean, maybe lizard people. Like, the males would be very draconic looking, with even the extended muzzles and such. Whereas the women just looked like they had light scales on their skin.
I know there was, like, one creepy RPG or manga or something. It was definitely Japanese in origin.
Okay.
Where, like, the men were these, like, uber huge, like, bestial dudes, and the women were, like, tiny little, like, kind of animal critter people.
So, you would say, like, a male would look like a leonin, but then a female would look like a cat-eared girl.
But, like, smaller than that.
Okay.
It was weird. Fix my shield. You can't. Also, why? I guess we could go shield surfing on it. Did you see shield surfing, or was that me messing around last night? That was me messing around last night.
That was probably you.
I want to get a tower or a shrine on a snowy peak so we can mess around with shield surfing, just so I can show you that.
I mean, Terra...
Well,
Their
Terra...
races were all too pretty to begin with.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the Amun were... Oh,
I liked the, like, sort of dragon people.
those are the Amun.
Were they the Amun? Oh, I was thinking of the
Well, they were an all
race.
male race. The
Yeah,
Baraka.
no, yeah, the Baraka, there we go. I don't know. Terra was an interesting game that almost was, like, worth playing.
We had started playing it. What was I?
Yeah.
I was one of the, Oh, they had the horns. Sheikah
Final
Tower
Fantasy
activated.
Well, Final Fantasy XI had an all-male race, and then they had the, like, teeny people race. But
The
no,
teeny
they
people
didn't
are
have...
always very androgynous.
Yeah, but no, God, I don't remember which game it is. I don't think it was actually something popular.
I was actually really happy with Guild Wars 2's rendition of female Char and male Char.
Yeah.
Because the female char actually looked like female.
Well, it's because the art director threatened to give them 6 boobs instead.
Yeah. They were thinking about, oh yeah, we should add breasts to these Catwomen. And it's like, well, do you want to have 6 to 8 or do you want to have none? And they're like, okay, fine, none.
I can respect it when an art director.
Well, it's just sort of like how
does
reptiles are when they're given memories. I mean,
it's weird.
And avians.
Fish.
And fish.
Fish boob is weird boob.
Yeah. I thought there were some weird animals that could secrete milk from their armpits or something weird. I'll have to look into it.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know which one specifically. Okay, you know what? Animal milk armpit.
What, you're looking it up?
Let's see if we can find this.
Okay, well,
it's probably echidnas.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Why are we looking up animal lactation?
You started it.
Sorry.
Okay, I don't want to. Oh, here we go.
Well, that's about how there are animals that keep it by their hindquarters and animals that keep it in their upper chest, like primates.
Let's see. Can I? Oh, hey, there's a shrine down there. Let's see. Somebody told me to come this direction so we could find...
Well, there's a big skull. Oh,
yeah,
there's another shrine.
Yeah, there's a shrine down here, which I figured I'd get. Somebody said head to the edge of this territory to
You're
find
right. I do miss music because if we hit the desert, I'd almost expect...
Yeah, like, it bugs me a little bit in this game that there's not actually,
Instead, it's just the slow piano. Every once in a while, you know?
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't mind. I miss iconic Zelda music.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, I probably like this better in a way, but I do miss it. Oh yeah, we should probably go see Robbie. Yeah, there's a couple of things we should do. I just really wanted to get every shrine that I possibly could. Or, not shrine, every tower that I possibly could, so we have a means of,
Korok! Whee!
so I have a means of...
So are those guys just playing a sad prank on their brother?
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much. Let's see.
The Korok must have replaced the Kokiri.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, a number of people have said that the Koroks are kind of the evolution of the Kokiri. Maybe? Like... Oh. People want us to turn up the music. Oh, shoot. Nope. I can't, actually.
It's already on max?
Yeah.
They're
well, it's
literally...
not that it's already on max, it's that I literally can't push it any higher. I think.
Well, also, I've only heard very light piano music in this game.
Yeah, like the music is super faint, which sucks. Okay, so I found 41 Koroks tonight. Really? I found that many more Koroks earlier. Wow. Surprised, I thought I actually got the lion's share today, but I guess we did get a fair amount of Koroks while we were just going around.
While I was sewing.
Well, I found half the Koroks in one night while you were sewing, yeah. And I'll probably come back for more Korok hunting tomorrow. This is interesting.
Gino, apparently, is the one offering this trial.
On the move.
Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, so that's a treadmill.
Do we have a chest here?
Oh. So you need to get that ball into that.
I expected like a chest with a Korok leaf or something.
I mean, maybe you won't be able to until you get across.
Maybe a bomb?
Oh, okay. So you need to stall the ball while it's aligned with that and then hit it. No. You have to stop it. Because you know how you can shoot something further out? That platform is further out away from the treadmill. Okay, then hit it with an arrow or something? Oh, that went too far.
Wow. It's a bit much. So we only need to shoot it with one arrow. I guess that's actually...
Did you only shoot with two?
Yeah, I only shot twice.
I mean, does it also
Try
depend
like
on
a
the
bokeh
arrow
bow.
that you're using? Oh. Oh, also, is there a difference between... Well, you froze the ball, not the conveyor.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I think the ball would roll otherwise.
The ball would just roll off harmlessly and it wouldn't really launch.
Let's try just one.
Okay. Ah, come on! Woohoo! Whoa! Okay, it made it back. Thank goodness. All right.
Koroks, known as forest spirits, are erased from Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. And their evolved version of the Kokiri Forest.
Okay. Uh-oh. We have villainous robots on that. Oh, wow. One hit takes them out. But that also seems to be very slow moving.
Painfully slow, really. Let's switch to one of these. Well, that actually makes this easier, though.
Now, do you think this one will be 2 arrows? Look at its distance.
No,
or just
it's only one. It's only one.
Okay.
Well, we'll get there eventually.
What goes around comes around. There we go.
Someday. Honestly, I might just... no. I was gonna say I might want to stop the,
See, I would have almost thought that the Deku Tree would have changed his children into more like Hylian form after meeting with Link and such.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was always really,
I mean, has anyone ever postulated that maybe this could have come before?
Or an alternate timeline. A lot of people said that they're separate.
Mm-hmm.
What
Okay,
the
so
Fred?
let's observe.
What the Fred?
So, lasers get stopped briefly by blocks. So you have to run counter to the conveyor belt.
Oh.
That's the chest.
Okay, hold on.
And the chest is on the other conveyor belt. But it's gonna fall off into oblivion. Is it gone forever?
That's an interesting question.
Or is it gone until you start the dungeon again?
Also an interesting question.
Oh, there's chest.
Mine.
Before you get hit by the laser.
Oh, bull. Ha.
Ouch.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So my suggestion would be to stop the conveyor belt running counter to you. This one right here in the middle. And then find some blocks to help you with the lasers. Or maybe even wait until 2 sets of blocks are aligned with the... Oh, there's 3 lasers.
No, you know what's better?
What?
First, we need to see if I can walk this. Yep, I can.
Okay. Oh, you're just gonna run. You don't have to worry about stopping it then.
Yeah.
You see, I didn't know if you would run fast enough to oppose it. Okay. You're gonna have to keep running.
I'm just gonna have to stay here until something else shows up to solve my problem. I'm not gonna trust the chest.
Okay, yeah. The big block definitely helps.
Easy peasy.
Woohoo!
I'm Link. But I'm not. I'm actually Carl. Yay!
Okay.
Anyway, is that it? Are we done? Yeah, looks like we're
Looks
done.
it.
We already got the treasure chest, so... Bam! Used a shield to block the laser and froze the conveyor. Well, we did it much simpler. Hey! I am nothing if not simple.
You are resourceful.
Alright. 2 more and we can get, even more health.
You're still pushing it all into health rather than
Probably,
stamina?
yeah.
You just want to get at least to the point where you
Yeah,
can
if we
pull
can get
the
the
sword.
if we can get the master sword, people will stop asking me to get the master sword. Do you know how much? Do you know how many people have shown up and just like, I'm not gonna tell you where or what, but you're gonna need 13 hearts, or you're gonna need 13 hearts for the master sword, or
13
have you gotten the
hearts.
master sword yet? Get the master sword, the master sword, master sword, master. Yeah, sorry, I like streaming this game because.
Do you know what would be an interesting game?
What?
Where you acquired more hearts depending on how much cardio you've done.
I mean, I actually wish
You'd
this
be
game
at, like,
had
2 hearts right now.
I wish this game had mild RPG mechanics where like the more you climb, the better you're at climbing. The more you swim, the better you are at swimming.
Isn't that what the old Elder Scrolls games
Yeah.
were? Okay.
And I really like that mechanic.
You
More
know-
games should have it.
I think, didn't we end up getting Elder Scrolls Online because there was that
Yeah.
sale? It's
Yeah.
a little dour though. That's the one thing. What I like in an MMO is a lot of lore, interesting races, but most of all, like, just a colorful realm to explore. When everything's drab and dreary and doom and gloom, it just isn't fun.
It's part of the reason why I like this. Like, this is a very doom and gloom kind of game. I mean, effectively, the apocalypse happened.
Oh, it has colorful characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you were matching the pattern.
Yep. But, like, this game is kind of dreary. I mean, civilization, functionally, is just villages at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But life still kind of goes on, and it's this, like...
I do want to see what the Zora or the Gerudo are up to, or the Gorons. Like, can we please see one of the other races?
So we're going for Zora's today.
Okay, well, when?
After this tower, probably.
Okay.
Like...
You just want to clear out more of the map.
Yeah, like, we've got all these towers marked out, and it's bugging me.
That guy's probably still sitting atop the tower going, where did he go?
Like, it's bugging me that we haven't gotten some of these towers. Because once we have them, we can actually travel around. I can go looking for Koroks everywhere. And, you know, it'll just make life a lot easier.
I always wonder who puts these things up in games.
What, like the ladders?
Yeah.
Well, I think this was actually
You
a
need to
Hylian
probably
dig
stash
site.
your bow before you climb that. Or you were just on the wrong side. Okay.
I think this is actually one of the Hylian dig sites. They showed us...
Oh, right. They were digging for ancient...
Yeah, because you saw 2 Sheikah people hanging out talking to each other.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I really like how Elder Scrolls have handled some of their RPG mechanics. Unfortunately, they got rid of a lot of them. And or dumbed it down in kind of a bad way.
Can you send it off? Yes.
I'll never get tired of that.
Oh, hey, it's another one of those post spirits, right?
Yeah, how did I kill the last...
Shooting it in the face.
Was it, I just shot it in the face repeatedly?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that is specifically what I'd done. Okay, but yeah, so we're gonna get up to this tower. I think I'm just gonna start climbing it past this point. But yeah, I just want to have some of the towers done so we can actually warp all over the place. Cause fun, but yes, then I would actually very much like to
do you know what's really intriguing?
Story stuff.
Like topography design in games.
Yeah.
That must be really extensive.
Yeah, I wonder.
You have to think about the flow of things and where you want things placed and accessibility and also, I mean, remember when I would get stuck in between trees and rocks in World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
I mean, how would they be, do they go about bug testing every square foot?
And you kind of can't.
Just to make sure that people can't get irrevocably stuck. Wait, why irrevocably? That would be... That doesn't make sense. It would just be helplessly stuck.
Aw. We've never fought a moblin.
Doesn't sound as cool, but at least
skeleton.
It doesn't make sense.
That was cool.
Oh, wolf again.
Yeah,
Wolf.
luckily they're not particularly bitey.
No, they just seem to circle you.
Yeah. I was kind of expecting them to
Now,
just
would
be...
that be a Korok tree to the right? Can we check?
Those?
No, that.
That?
Nah. Does it have a rock sitting in its boughs?
I don't know.
I mean, that would be the
Honestly,
surest
as far
way.
as Koroks go, I was
You're
actually...
just gonna keep using your list.
Well, sort of. I mean, I find them randomly. If we come across them, I will. But...
Oh, we can befriend wolves?
Oh, really?
You have to throw meat at them, probably.
Oh. That'd be neat if you
Maybe
could
that's
actually...
how they become your pet if you don't have Wolf Link.
Maybe. Okay. There we go. Climbing.
Oh, it's still up there.
Yep. I wonder what that
What's
thing
that?
is.
It's
I
like
don't
a...
know.
Is it floating? Oh, it's a target. Hit it.
Might not be able to hit it from here.
Your
Yeah.
arrows aren't... Sorry.
Unlike it, unfortunately, it's the, it's Breath of the Wild bow physics, which is arcing shots and stuff like that. I might be able to, or we could come back, float down to that little ridge and get it easy. But I want to get this tower first and foremost before we do too much. Because, like, we were supposed to go tower hunting, the last couple times we play this, and then we get really sidetracked finding, like, crazy...
This does not look good.
Cool shrines and stuff.
That looks like quicksand. Or water? No, sorry, it's water. But it's bubbly water.
No, that's quick mud. Or as Proto in chat calls it, murder mud.
Hey, some of the best preserved mummies are actually in
Yeah,
sort of like
I don't want to be a
tar.
mummy. Oh crap!
You know? Oh no. Okay, good.
There's a
You
breeze
know, like,
coming off of
the
this
tar
thing.
mummies.
Ah.
Oh, for
Well, I jumped and then it didn't work. What? What? I was holding the climb button.
Now what's that tinkling noise?
That's the ice.
That's the ice. Okay, I thought that you were actually losing gear and stuff and going, oh no.
Fine.
You're just very lightly spacing them out so you don't even have to worry.
If I die and get wedged between it, at least it will be funny. But yeah, the tinkling is them
Yeah, it's
breaking.
Okay.
There we go. I assume normally you're supposed to go across those. Probably. Oh, there's also the big metal boxes that you can put down and stuff like that. Or this works.
And we're climbing.
But yeah, no, we'll be going after the Zora area first, next.
Haven't they found dinosaurs also encapsulated in sort of those...
Come on.
Oh, why didn't you use at least a little
I
bit of your
didn't
mushroom?
think I needed it.
Well, clearly you don't.
Well, that was doubly waste.
If you had just used it when you were actually...
I really didn't think I needed it. Unfortunately,
I always err on the side of caution. Yes, it's a waste of resources, but then you don't have to waste your time. I mean, I suppose you can waste time gathering mushrooms, but you gather mushrooms as you go about anyway.
I'm just so salty. Okay, there we go. This should work.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else hear Snake Eater when doing these towers? Okay. Now I do. We should play
What
the
about
Metal
Snake
Gear.
Eater?
Okay,
Oh, you mean Metal Gear.
yeah, so Snake Eater is a song in Metal Gear that plays when you're climbing a giant ladder.
Okay.
Before like a major fight, but it's like a 2-minute long climb.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly don't exactly remember what the justification for it was, apart from the fact that Snake Eater. But it's this like ridiculously long ladder that you have to climb in the middle of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Okay. Wait, did they use it just to highlight this song?
Kind of, yeah.
Because I could see them doing that if they didn't want combat or something else to interject.
Yeah, it's weird.
Watch them go, you know, this was going to be such an excellent ending theme, but it's just not long enough, and we don't really
they
like
had a
it,
different ending song. Honestly, Metal Gear Solid 3 had such a wonderful soundtrack and wonderfully timed. It was such a, like, weird... You'd probably like Metal Gear Solid 3 a lot.
Loading time. That could be it. Though I don't really know of games that use...
Elevators? Mass Effect?
No. Well, yes, the elevators. Yeah, that's to mask loading times. At least, yeah, they got the characters to converse that way.
Oh, hello. What's that back there?
I suppose in Myst, there would be transitions when you activated final puzzles. It would always take you on a fun tram ride or something. Starting with Riven, I think. But you still have to change discs. Ah, the good old days.
What the?
Do you remember CDs? Like, or, you know...
Those weren't the good old days.
CD-ROMs.
CD switching was nightmare.
I know, I had 5 discs for Riven. And I would get to another island, it would go, please insert disc 3. I think Knights of the Old Republic, you had to install 4 or 5 discs worth, but you only ever used 2.
Oh shit, that's
That's the camel. It's the big
that
camel
is the
bot.
silliest looking creature.
It's the camel bot.
Huh. So we got a village out there. Honestly, I was kind of leaving, like, major land travel for later, probably. Do I have any other shrines? I just wanted to see if we could spot anything new from here before we drop down.
Well, look out and around.
Yeah, because I'd like to find the Gerudo village.
I mean, the Gerudo are probably down there.
I mean, they're probably in that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was their fortress.
Maybe.
Those are their fortresses, maybe.
I guess I could check the map that I have, but nah. What's this thing?
It's water.
It's water around one of the guardians. There's also the... Is that plateau, like... Yeah, covered in snow.
Icy.
Huh.